One last thing, and then I'm going to watch my soap operas. All right? You do understand this truly, you fucked with the Constitution. You fucked with the Bill of Rights. What do you think is going to happen? I suggest you do what Marian Wright Edelman did. A lawyer and a trustee in charge of a major university, the first. Kind of like Melissa Etheridge and Lou Diamond Phillips' wife. A first. An example to the rest, to the followers, of how to be a family. What happens between those two after they sire the child? And, oh, please, UMBC, that movie, they used a turkey baster. I said, this cannot be true, and I don't care. The National Enquirer defeats the Star magazine. I don't think Rupert Murdoch is even comparable to Annenberg. Annenberg divided I-95, and Annenberg has fled to the West Coast and took Gilliam, the metro section of the Washington Post. Furthermore, her colleagues, oh, don't. You are really setting up every young person. You left the District of Columbia never saying that since 1963, the Washington Post and the New York Times had a Paris newspaper, International Herald Tribune. Who you playing, people? Oh, blind people are going to be nice. Oh, I don't think that is the Constitution. And that is the Bill of Rights. And no, I'm not reading it all. I know why I went to college, for the basketball and the football. And you want to know why? Because little Mr. NFL, that's marketing. He never said, let's get a bus. You understand? Each stadium in the United States of America will get a bus for those people who don't have transportation to the stadium. So, I don't care, you understand? The National Enquirer, because it is a profession, and Peterson, personality journalism, using the National Enquirer, not the Star. Murdoch and Annenberg, we're talking seed money now. Just trying to introduce some terms like longitudinal study, as opposed to ongoing. Milton Eisenhower included in his causes of this violence. The ongoing Philadelphia study. Well, obviously, Will Smith and his wife Jada, they're not ready to give up what Bill Cosby took a chunk of with Fat Albert and the rest of it. Nobody is going to surrender Philadelphia or the Milton Eisenhower Philadelphia boys' ongoing study of delinquency. Well, Fresh Prince, his mother hightailed his butt to Beverly Hills. And I don't care, pink and green alphas. You've made your choices. All right. Philly married Baltimore. Boys to Men. Oh my God, they took away my country music in the gym. And then they took away my countdown. Paramount. Now there was this show that repeated on Sundays if you missed. And I missed. And then I couldn't because it's, you know what they play on Sundays? Mama's Family. Anyway, Boys to Men, I believe they were the Philadelphia, yeah. Well, they haven't given up, basically. And don't. Please now. Huxtable, Cosby. They sent Daffy into my Kinkos. He may have even been dead by then. You need a following. Just like in the old Whitney in the case for the G magazine. It's somewhere here. Oh, yeah, it's right there. Right? Let's see. We have my friend, Mr. Beckman. Falling Man. Yeah, that fat-boobed woman saved the fool. Do you think he's related to the planning Beckman? You know, my Civil Rights Act of 1964, Title 6, participation in federal programs, where the planning journal, like, you pretend like that never happened. Before it passed and after. What are you doing there? And then this ladder. You will be tokens. And you were HUD? Kirchner and Berlin. An avant-garde journal of art, architecture, design, and film. 1923 to 26, G magazine. Mies, less is more. The National Enquirer wins. Annenberg and Murdock, seed money race track forms. Who could be the winner? Elon Musk? What, PayPal? Ooh, that was a good one. And where? Oh, don't make me get my bills. Timonian, Maryland? What did you learn from there? There was somebody else with some really good seed money. Oh, no. Not Under Armour. I'm almost positive I too sold roses, only I gave them away for free, and I called up the port to find out where the roses are delivered fresh, and then I think I ended up in Silver Spring, Maryland. Then I needed those little green things to fill with the water to give to the secretaries. Secretary's Day? What did you play, Death of a Salesman? It's either Death of a Salesman for a joke, or you scared the shit out of the entire campus. I who bother no one. Mugs that say Kinko's with every color highlighter, the whiteout, the Rolodex card, my business card. You don't bother me. You've done nothing to me. Nothing. He knows what he taught me in 84. I can't even track back legislation, which I need to do in that pendulism of federalism. Can't do that. Trust me how I stand behind everything I've said, all of it. You destroyed religion, Team Democrats, yet not Matriarch Rose, who was still honored by the pontiff. That's okay. So basically, your son chose not to fuck with his mother, but you had everybody else's children fuck with their parents. Brilliant. So now, Booker T. Washington said, they are not really priests these days. Don't. Not only accept my guy Mount Vernon, Antunque, preacher's wife, Denzel Washington. He really became like an ordained minister, not overnight. I will figure out the umbrellas of friends, trust me. I am so close with my Jasper Johns. And of course, my Jacob Lawrence were the tent. I will figure out those umbrellas. And I don't care. That's the only Rihanna, that umbrella song, but I never heard it. And it doesn't, look. If you choose to do anything that is not similar to Chisholm, with the money and the billions he has given you, if you choose, don't. You already voted for New York City pot. Don't now. Wow, this share, that must be at least 42 words without a breath. Strutting into town like you're swinging a gun. And then who is singing out there every day? I'm walking home. You know your lung capacity, and you know why you have the job you have. Telling kids to smoke pot, telling kids to be Tarzan on their chest, telling people to headbutt without the appropriate neck exercises, telling girls to vomit and vomit and vomit and vomit. You're not going to let go of that money. Wagner said don't do it. Your women's movement, you should have started with Wagner advertising and don't distort reality. Alice in Wonderland, fun glass. Your National Enquirer will either buy the soap opera magazine. Works out perfect for me. You see, where you chose, I purchased those CDs for the paper, for the book. Lorimar, Fox, there were quite a few on Mumia. So they've gone global. But the Washington Post, that's a killer because it's a new program. And call this number for further information. So now I'm ready to call the number because I cannot write. I can get sued. Well then, now, oh no, nobody knows where that is. And Miss Gilliam with the Twitter, no, she doesn't answer. But her colleagues disrespected that woman who is the Metro section. From the time of the delinquency investigation of the children of D.C. to the legal aid, not really, without a proper explanation to the problems of enforcing legal aid in the United States of America, because the American Bar Association and the local chapters, your tidings unfit judges, that is the bar that dictates the ethics of the judges. So you wasted everybody's time unless you subpoenaed the bar, which I didn't see that. Well, anyway, that's, Tidings of Maryland. Yeah, so like Gilliam will write the style article on Mumia. I mean, the Metro as opposed to Rosenfeld. And you're doing it on purpose, like I said. The new journalism is 6 pages because the Baltimore Sun will have the new journalism conference, which was stupid because new journalism is an English African thing from like 1880. Broadsheet, Matt. The National Enquirer is the winner. The Star sucks, and he knew Australian better, but he wants to be English. I think he's just a guinea, and he said, oh, no, not in America. No, not in America, Sophia. Save me. Presto, presto, do your very besto. Don't hang back like a shy little kid. You'll be so glad that you did what you did if you do it with a bing, bang, boom. And no. We don't know each other. You understand? I've reconciled it this way. We are like on a New York City blog. You understand? Ooh. And you chose your school, and some of us, we went to the same school with a famous ex-somebody or other. He imparted words, and you took it your way, you did your thing, I did my thing, and that's it. You did your thing, and you did your thing, and I'm the only one crippled. Very interesting. And furthermore, I look at it this way, Trivial Pursuit. I'm right there. She seems to get the entertainment. Well, that would really be that Chicago, either WOR, WPIX. I dry runned it in New York. I had to find a safe neighborhood. It certainly is not Chicago. I thank Abbott and Costello. I thank the half-hour show, the hour movie, the Shirley Temple, the Elvis, and then that's WPIX, Sunday. I thank WRTV, which is not that Chicago, or is it? I don't know, for the $1 Million Movie. I'm done, you understand? I am done with my ditto sheets. Do not change now. It's going to look really fishy. Did you ever gut a fish? Did you ever catch a fish? Did you ever go fishing at the Terrytown Lakes before they put all that green shit in it? All I wanted was a sunny. Not a bass, a sunny. And I had the fishing pole. I got the license. I know you people, you would do anything. There are rules. Nobody's watching you. It's a rule. Bass are this size. Yeah, there's a stick. Who was Bass Pro Shop when it was 1970? Those Bass Pro girls before Hooters? Just saying. The little shit that you put in the water to make the... It never worked. All I wanted was a sunny. To scale it and gut it. A pregnant one to... That's all I wanted. I had the earthworms. You can break them apart. Squish out the mud. I gotta go. You just don't appreciate the 70s because you were scheming. It's that odious Sophia. How did that happen? I wasn't even alive. But Hogarth. Was there ever a British person who did right by the United States of America? I'll answer that. No, Chucky. Hogarth. There is nothing. The Gin Alley. Fetal alcohol syndrome. It's all digitized at the National Institute of Health now. It's going to come at you. You freed Hong Kong and we're cuffed. I don't think so, Chucky. I mean that. Oh, I thank you, National Enquirer, for the soap opera. I know. Do not melt those cans and pots because those were your American mothers. You understand? You keep making that pasta. Now you get the little machine and it takes hours of the day. Sammy Davis gave up drugs and he started chopping. Chop, 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 chop. You know, Sammy? I'm 25 and over, but you can still trust me. Yeah, trust only yourself.